because in the front court and the back court, it will be Thomas Howell, the freshman out of Louisiana, and Russell Harrison, the combo guard out of Lubbock, Texas, rounding out the starting five for Keith Richard in his 12th season. For Georgia Southern on the opposite side, it'll be Elijah McCadden, Trey Cobbs, Getty Uzapaitis, and Grant Weatherford, the seventh-year man, along with Prince Toyambi out of the Congo for the Eagles. Of course, Elijah McCadden, one of the players to watch here in this lineup. What makes his style of play so special?
His ability to score at all three levels. He can get to the rim, use his own pace, and get there. He can also shoot threes and mid-range, and he plays very well in defensively. So he's one guy who can just do everything for Georgia Southern.
Toyambi wins the opening faceoff, and we are underway here inside Hanner Fieldhouse. Friday Night Hoops. Can it get any better with tournament implications on the line? First possession will go to the Eagles, and almost a turnover here on the opening possession. Trey Cobbs will take it on the far side, loses it, but keeps possession for Southern. Grant Weatherford, go ahead.
One of the players to look for ULM, and you mentioned in that roster, of course, Andre Jones, but last time Russell Harrison had 17 points, led the Warhawks in that game.
First shot by the Eagles is off the mark, and now here come the Warhawks on their opening trip down the court. This is Elijah Gonzalez with a handoff pass to Andre Jones. Deep three, got it! Kareem Ozier puts ULM on the board. Ozier coming into this game averaged 36% from distance. That'll definitely help the average here for the first shot of the game. McCadden over to Trey Cobbs. Cobbs trying to get a pick screen from Toyambi down low, able to keep his dribble. McCadden, shot clock down to 7, one-on-one chance. Pull-up jumper is off the mark, rebounded off the board by Harrison.
He got to his spot, it just wasn't quite the look. A good contest from Ozier. He'll get back to that again.
Howell trying to do some dribble handoff, able to find and turn the ball over. Trey Cobbs in transition. Shot is almost pinned off the backboard. Getty Uzapaitis able to keep it. Crashing in and able to find the shot off is McCadden. And he will go to the line and shoot the first free throws for Southern here tonight.
And it did look like Thomas Howell, the 6'8" freshman from Louisiana, got a piece of the ball off of Cobb's layup. But nonetheless, it will be McCadden at the line as the result.
McCadden on the season shooting 67% from the charity stripe. Last time out, he had 14 points in the game against Louisiana, a game that they would ultimately lose 82-69. Justin, how important is it to have a better game than the last time out here in the last game of the season?
Super important, just what we talked about earlier. They need to go into conference tournament play. You see the layup by McCadden. Got touched by, it looks like Gonzalez down low, but like you said, yeah, going into conference play, that is so huge to get a win at least against one of these Louisiana teams for the Eagles, and same thing for ULM.
McCadden goes 2 for 2 from the line. The lead for the Warhawks is 1. Gonzalez off the pick screen, able to keep the possession. Howell over to the corner, pump fake from Ozier, trying to drive in. He's double teamed by 2 Eagles. Skip pass with 5 on the shot clock, down to 4. Out to Howell. He'll have to put one up, and that's not going to hit the backboard, and it will be a shot clock violation against the Warhawks.
The defense from the Eagles, 2 men on every time, every ball carrier for the Warhawks on that possession. They couldn't get anything going. Throw up a tough shot with Howell. It's not going to go your way, and that's what the Eagles need to do. Keep this game low scoring, make them fight hard in their half-court offense.
Elijah McCadden, top of the key, off to Uzapaitis. He'll launch one and hit. Getty Uzapaitis coming into this game 31%, coming off of a 14-point game last time out. We'll see how he can put on the encore performance in his Hanner farewell. Jones over to Howell in the corner. This is Ozier, guarded by Toyambi. Pulls up from the free throw line and hits.
Basket by Kareem Ozier.
Kareem Ozier, we've seen him early on in this game, putting his fingerprints all over it. 5 points, all 5 points rather, for the Warhawks here early.
Had 10 points against Georgia State on Thursday. It was back-to-back double-digit point scoring games for him.
Andrei Savrasov missing the shot. The redshirt junior out of St. Petersburg, Russia, back now into the starting rotation. Going in is Jones. That shot's missed and collected off the glass by Yusupaitis. In transition, here comes Southern over to Savrasov on the far side. Hook shot's missed, and the rebound is gathered up by the Warhawks.
A good open find by McCadden coming down into the paint. You saw Savrasov look like an open man, came to him a little bit late, and that's where ULM was able to get the help defense in time.
Gonzalez, stopping and starting, finds Howell. Howell about double dribbled or traveled, and he's able to keep his dribble. Deep three, again! Russell Harrison, deep ball.
Three-pointer by Russell Harrison.
Russell Harrison in the game against the Eagles the first time went 2 for 8 from 3. One of the only player on his team to make multiple 3 points.
Ball now over to the near side to Weatherford. Off the screen, ball almost stolen away. Weatherford able to keep possession. Shot clock down to 10. Corner kick out to Savrasov. Eagles are going to try and run some screen and roll here. Instead, McCadden will take it in himself. Shot up and can't get the friendly bounce, but the cleanup from Savrasov is good.
McCadden wanted it bad. He had Yusupaitis open in the corner that he could have passed it to for the corner 3. Wants to get into his rhythm early, takes the tough shot, and gets paid off with Savrasov in the middle.
Opening scoring, Georgia Southern shooting 33% from the field. They're shooting 33% from distance. And ULM on the opposite side, they are 100% 2 for 2. Harrison driving in, can't get the shooter's bounce. And here come the Eagles.
And ULM comes into this game second in the Sun Belt in field goal percentage, so shooting well is not something you should be surprised by from this Warhawks team.
Foul called, and Prince Toyambi will come to the line whenever we come back from this commercial break. 8-7 ULM on top here on ESPN+.
At Domino's, we're more than just pizza for $5.99. We're $5.99 bread twists, $5.99 sandwiches, $5.99 pastas, $5.99 chicken, and yes, $5.99 pizza too. We didn't stop at pizza, and you don't have to either.
Georgia Power is here with a little reminder of how easy it is to save energy at home. Because it's often as simple as a twist, or as easy as a lift. It could be a little squeeze, or maybe just a pull. These small changes can make a big difference, helping you save energy for the bigger things in life. Visit GeorgiaPower.com for tips and programs to help save energy and money.
Introducing the first stain worthy of the yellow tag. Yellowwood Protector Stain and Sealer. Powerful protection for your deck. Available in pre-mixed grab-and-go cans. Find a Yellowwood dealer near you.
Yes, sir.
Take it right to the rack and slams it home. Step back, 3 again. 17-point lead. Got another three-pointer. Backdoor cut down.
1 point ULM lead here on ESPN+. Plus a look at Keith Richard in his 12th season. Justin, a look at his coach's resume, and with that much experience, what do you think is his 3 keys to victory for the Warhawks here in this game?
Well, the first one he said was no high field goal percentage for Georgia Southern. That didn't happen last time. Neither of these teams had a high field goal percentage. 35 from the Eagles, 29 from the ULM, which was worth. Second of all, no second shots. You cannot allow Georgia Southern to beat you on the glass and get up those easy shots like we saw from Savrasov earlier in the middle. And then last but not least, they have to make open shots. Last time against the Eagles, they went 3 for 26 from 3. They have guys who can make the shots. They just need to do it.
Already off to a fast start, 2 for 2 from downtown and 3 for 6 overall from the field. First chance for the free throw line from Prince Toyambi.
And this has been something that we've talked about multiple times this season. A lot of Sunbelt opponents rate these rims here at Georgia Southern as one of the more forgiving rims, easier rims to shoot on, but ULM really struggled against them last time. Right now, doing well, though.
Toyambi goes 50% from the line. On the season, he's shooting 60% from the charity stripe. Harrison to inbound, back underway. 5 minutes off the clock here on ESPN+. Jared Dink alongside Justin Helms courtside for senior day for Georgia Southern. Jones handing the ball off to Langston Powell, the junior from West Monroe, Louisiana, off the substitution. Jones, deep two, off the front of the rim. Elijah McCadden in transition, holds up, finds Kamari Brown. Over to McCadden. Had the ball almost stolen away, but able to keep his dribble. Kick out pass, deep two is going to be missed by Cam Bryant. Didn't get a really good shot on it to begin with. Trying to regroup is Ozier. Harrison inside to Ozier, almost got the ball stolen away, goes up and gets the shooter's bounce that time.
A gritty play from Ozier, able to slice through the double team. Lost it a little bit, but got back to it and get the layup in, put his team down, up by 2.
And that was something whenever we talked to Coach Richard about how this game is going to be played, he said it's going to be very gritty. Last time it was down to the wire, a 4-point win for Georgia Southern, but this time he expects it to be a lot closer.
It's a very close game. It came down to a steal from Cam Bryant and then a three-pointer from Savasov in the last 4 or 5 minutes of the game. Georgia Southern played very well up until that point, and so did ULM. And just Eagles came out on top.
Savasov able to keep it miraculously. Spinorama layup is going to be good. Andre Savasov trying to do what he can. He has 4 points here in the opening frame.
A great move down low, can also pop out for 3, as we just mentioned. A real threat both ways.
Jones goes up and scores. Count the basket and a chance to make it a 3-point play.
Basket is
Andre Jones, one of the top scorers in the Sun Belt, second in
First
scoring
team
this
foul.
season
Returning
in the
for
league.
Eagles, number 3, Trey Cobbs. Also checking in, number 10, Carlos Curry.
Came in, just kind of
Andre
wraps around
Jones at the
Cam
line for
Bryant on the
Warhawks
left
shooting
side
wide.
and gets it up and in. That's a tough shot to make.
Cam Bryant's not a small person, 6'7", 215. Whenever he goes up, he tries to make as much of an impact on the shot, and the 3-point play is off the mark. In also for Georgia Southern, Carlos Curry, the 6'11" redshirt junior out of Albany, manning the down low spot. Eagles are going to try and feed him a little bit as the ball's going around the horn. Archie able to keep his dribble miraculously. Cobbs, kick out to Archie. 3-pointer is good. Caden Archie with his first points here tonight.
And a good way to kind of redeem himself. Like you said, almost lost the ball there, dropped down to one knee, had to kind of reset and drain the 3.
Keeping his dribble is Ozier. A deep 3 in retaliation is missed. Eagles in transition. Cobbs, Bryant inside trying to find Curry down low. Instead, it's a turnover.
You know, handsy play by Howell or Mesclarishvili.
Yeah, you mentioned Mesclarishvili in now for the Warhawks. A scorer who can really make an impact every aspect of the game.
Like we already mentioned, the leading scorer for UL Monroe Warhawks. Last time they played Georgia Southern, there was only 3 double-digit scores in that game. Cam Bryant with 12 for the Eagles, and then Harrison, of course, as we just mentioned, and Jones with 11.
Archie, pump fake, deep 2, and is missed off the iron. Now in transition, here come the Warhawks. Ozier off to Mesclarishvili, blocked by Curry. Goes up again, and that shot's missed. Archie cleans it up. Kick back to Yusapaitis, over to Archie. Driving in, will draw contact, and I believe it's going to be called an offensive foul. Instead, it'll be a foul called against Andre Jones. Our officials for tonight, Todd Austin, Byron Jarrett, and Zelton Steve. Trying to keep the peace here inside Hanner.
Number 23,
Grant Weatherford will come back in for Southern. No points on the night so far. And he comes in averaging just about 2 points per game. Cobbs, floater, corner over to Archie, and an offensive foul is going to be called against Cobbs, who charged in too hard.
Came in just a little bit too strong. He's known for being a stronger guard, playing more physical. Just a little bit too much that time. They'll get the foul on Eagles.
Fouls 3-2 in favor of ULM. Jones guarded there by Weatherford. He'll switch off to be guarded by Archie. Driving in, shot is up and missed. Carlos Curry grabs it with both hands. Cobbs over to Curry at the elbow. Charging in, uses the glass. Carlos Curry with his first points tonight.
And Carlos Curry has to love that matchup. He knows that he's just simply bigger than Mesclarishvili.
Curry standing, as I mentioned, 6'11", has a wingspan of 7'3". Is that a possible target for the Eagles down low as this game progresses?
For sure. If he gets into that rhythm like you just saw him do, get into that play and be able to back down some of the bigs, I expect him to go to that a lot.
Meanwhile, foul called on the play. It'll be ULM balls down low.
Number 2,
Elijah McCadden will come in relief of Caden Archie. Jones inside to Mesclarishvili, who uses the glass to his advantage.
Basket by Nika Mesclarishvili.
Eagles with some speed. Cobbs, Yusupaitis in the face and makes it. Kareem Ozier was in his face and he says, I don't care, I'm going to make it anyway. 1 point Eagles lead.
Yusupaitis, a 31% shooter from deep.
And he's become a shooter in the Sun Belt Conference that's not to be taken for granted. Meanwhile, driving in is Langston Powell, gets the shot to fall.
That was an athletic kind of circus type shot with the left hand floater. Able to get it down.
Cobbs off the screen from Curry, finds Weatherford. Kick out pass, Yusupaitis launches another one. Back-to-back threes for getting Yusupaitis. The Eagles have made 4 of their last 5 shots.
The patience. Just watch the defender fly right by him, waits a little bit. I don't see you in front of me, I'm putting this 3 in.
Mesclarishvili to answer back, can't hit. Curry with another board. That is now his 3rd board. Yusupaitis waits. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Oh, he missed it. I thought he put it back in. Rebound there from Jones.
Me and you both holding our breath for that one.
That would have been a heat check. Meanwhile, here's Ozier with a 3. That's missed. Curry with another board, his 4th. Able to save it while still in bounds. McCadden, here come the Eagles, under 10 to play here in the quarter. That's off the glass and in. Back and forth we go. Elijah McCadden trying to spark things for Southern. They're now up by 4 with 8 or under 8 to play.
And that's what I was about to say. They just got into a really fast-paced game over the last minute or two.
Some physicality continuing to build. Foul will be called against Elijah McCadden. For correction, Grant Weatherford will be the guilty player. And for Grant Weatherford, with this being senior day, he is the third oldest player in the entire NCAA.
Georgia Southern just has a kind of older team. They have an average age of just under 21, 20.7. On opening day, the Eagles were the 19th oldest Division I team in college basketball.
And fast forwarding to the end of the season, I'm sure that all of these players, at least not only have they gotten older physically, but probably grown more mature in the mental aspect as well.
A lot of them haven't had a chance to really play a full season. They've had the COVID year, you had 2021 where you were just getting back into things. So this is really the first year they really got a solid group together and been able to practice. And Powell came inside strong. Grant Weatherford, feet not set. That would easily put Powell at the line.
Powell made his first free throw. Second one is also good. Powell last time out, 15 minutes, 9 points. He has 4 to this point. McCadden off the screen from Saversov. Over to McCadden, who still has it. Keeping his balance, finds Saversov in the corner. That shot's missed and rebounded by Gonzalez. Or correction, Ozier with the board. Kick out to Gonzalez in the corner. Finds Howell. Howell will have the foul against him. Cam Bryant being a little bit too aggressive, called for reaching.
Team sport. Returning for the Eagles, number 4, Kamari Brown.
Howell to inbound, finds Gonzalez. Gonzalez guarded by Saversov, pass inside, tipped away by Toyambi, and the Eagles will take possession. Turnovers have started to build here a little bit. 5 turnovers, make that 6 turnovers. Or correction, 3 turnovers per pair. That's what I was trying to say.
Exactly, and that's what, it's just been a very defensive game. They're getting their hands in there and causing disruptions, which is helping both teams.
McCadden, double team there for a second. Finds Yusupaitis. Kick off to Saversov. Able to one-hand the pass. Shot clock down to 4, down to 3. Unable to get the shot. Good defense on the part of Ozier. Shot clock violation. And that will take us to immediate timeout. It's a 2-point game here inside Hanner on ESPN+.
Hey, you! Domino's is giving away $50 million in surprise frees.
A whole pizza?
Yes.
Other delivery apps add surprise fees.
It's not cheap.
At Domino's, we're giving out surprise frees instead.
Surprise freeze!
Surprise what?
Freeze with an R.
When you order delivery online, you could be surprised with free lava cakes, free stuffed cheesy bread, free pizza, or more.
Yes!
Check the Domino's tracker to find out.
Where are you gonna have pizza next time? Domino's! That's what I love to hear.
Georgia Power is here with a little reminder of how easy it is to save energy at home. Because it's often as simple as a twist, or as easy as a lift. It could be a little squeeze, or maybe just a pull. These small changes can make a big difference, helping you save energy for the bigger things in life. Visit GeorgiaPower.com for tips and programs to help save energy and money.
Decorative towel.
There was a mess. I wiped up a mess.
Yeah, you...
Where is the Never mind, I found it!
Welcome back, football fans. We'll see you in the fridge.
Dear Mr. McCook, in the aftermath of the crazy year we just had, I am writing to say thank you for making our success possible. The tangible ways that you supported us were dramatic and real. You encouraged the athletes during a pandemic and also funded their scholarships. We went from the possibility of not having any sports to having a mostly complete playing season. We are so grateful to you and Eagle Nation for the strong support system and for making it all possible.
Back on ESPN+. This is the second of 2 meetings between ULM and Georgia Southern. The Eagles won the first one back on January 27th over in Louisiana, 50-45. All time, Georgia Southern leads at 13-12. Justin, do you think that that's in the mind of the players, the overall, just knowing that one team and the other team are so close to each other?
Exactly, and what's even more in their mind, Georgia Southern has won the last 4. So Warhawks, they're coming in here to try to get that revenge, set the score right, and maybe flip the script a little bit.
It'll be the Warhawks to inbound. 7:32 to play here in the first half of action. Gonzalez bringing it past half court. Howell. Off-ball action being worked for the Warhawks. This is Ozier. Ozier able to keep his step. quick passing, three-pointers off the back iron. Powell shot it long. Kamari Brown, free throw line jumper, gets the friendly bounce. We've seen him just use his height and his jumping ability to his advantage throughout the course of this season. Able to knock down another one there.
Exactly, and he loves that mid-range shot. He gets right into that kind of low post near the free throw line, kind of from that area, just raises up, and he's too high up in the air. Contested shot by the Warhawks is missed. Eagles again finding some inside room. Savrasov's hook shot connects. Andre Savrasov so far 6 points and is 3 of 6 from the field. Gonzalez, the one-on-one against Toyambi, a guard-on forward matchup. Ozier, floater is missed. ULM right now 0 for their last 5. Yusapaitis missed it. And the rebound again. Back and forth we go here, under 6 to play in the first half. It's been a whole lot of transition basketball. Gonzalez launches a deep ball and hits. The lead now cut back to 3. And we knew that coming in, Justin. Both of these teams so evenly matched in not only conference standings, but just overall in general. Exactly. Georgia Southern is topping a lot of defensive categories. ULM topping a lot of offensive categories. The exact opposite going the other way. Only a 5-point game last time. It's very close-knit. Gonzalez guarded there by Yusapaitis, trying to do the up and under. Pump fake from Powell. He'll float it and make it. Langston Powell. 6 points here in the opening frame. And every member so far for ULM trying to do what they can. Ozier leading this charge with 7 points of his own. Savrasov about lost his dribble off of the thigh of Gonzalez, and it'll stay Eagle ball. In ULM's roster, Yusapaitis, a good heads-up play. I think he was trying to get the pass, but kind of got a little bit lucky. Bounced it off Gonzalez's knee, who was going for the ball as well, so it'll stick with the Eagles. Shot clock reads 14 seconds. Trey Cobbs to inbound. Trying to get it off before the 5-second violation is called, and he does, as we near under 5 minutes to play till halftime. And to go back to what you were saying about ULM offensively and how many players are able to score, that's really been the way how they played all season. That's their second scoring offense in the Sun Belt, 3rd in field goal percentage, so they're able to put one down. And Trey Cobbs will try to get 2 of his own here at the line after being fouled. And that foul, of course, happening with about 2 seconds left on the shot clock. Kind of a bailout for Georgia Southern, or in other words, kind of an insult to injury for ULM. They had the entire situation going their way. Look at this, driving in, and for Cobbs able to get the call. He put it down low. That's eye candy for Gonzalez. He wants that, and he reached in just a little bit too late, got the arm. That's going to be a foul. Unable to make the second free throw. So the lead remains where it is at 2 for Southern. Powell. Bounce pass to Harrison. Dribble handoff to Ozier. Shot clock down to 8. Driving in is Jones, and the slam! Andre Jones with springs in his feet. What a dunk over top of Cam Bryant. Averaging 22 in his last 7 games for making plays like that. Bounce pass inside to Brown. His floater is good in retaliation. Kamari Brown. Here come the Warhawks again. Short corner shot is made. Thomas Howell again finding the basket. For correction, that's his first basket on the night. ULM has been shooting it well. They've made their last 4 shots in succession. Tied up at 30 with 3:30 to play here in the first half.
Cobbs off the screen from Curry. Finds Archie. Archie's floater gets another friendly bounce. This rim, Justin, has been very forgiving on both sides. A lot of friendly bounces, making the score what it is.
And he wanted the foul with that one as well. Looked at the ref, kind of gave him a shrug of, there was a hand in my face. They're not allowed to do that, but he didn't get it. And it's been a really physical game. They're letting them get away with a lot of hand checking and kind of shoving right now.
Dribble handoff inside to Bryant. Dump pass to Curry, deep. Shot is good. And Carlos Curry trying to extend on his range. He played 7 minutes last time out, had 3 rebounds. So far, he's eclipsed that. He has 4 points and 4 boards. Gonzalez gets it right back. He'll launch a 3. That's missed. Brown with the board. The Eagles have shot the ball well now. They've made their last 3 shots. We'll see what Brown can do here. Over to Bryant. Rolls in and out. Jones inside to Howell. Lost it. Bryant with the steal. Cobbs nearing under 2 minutes to play. Bryant. We'll have a tripping call possibly as Gonzalez lost his footing, and it will be called. And that will take us to our final media timeout of the first half. Georgia Southern leads it by 4 here on ESPN Plus.
Decorative towel.
There was a mess. I wiped up a mess.
Yeah, you did.
Where is the Never mind, I found it!
Welcome back, football fans. We'll see you in the fridge.
Welcome to Vive Country, home of the 5 gig internet. Save big with Vive broadband, featuring 105 megabits per second for the unbelievably low price of $39.99. All with no contracts and our money-back guarantee. Or go even faster with speeds up to 5 gig internet. Powered by Vive's fiber-rich network and our commitment to 100% customer satisfaction. Buy online today at vivebroadband.com and get a free installation. That's a $99 value. Don't miss out. This offer ends soon.
Yes, sir. Take it right to the rack and slams it home. Step back, 3 again. 17-point lead. Got another 3-pointer. Backdoor touchdown.
Back on ESPN Plus, a 4-point Georgia Southern lead. Well, it is tournament time coming up around the corner. This time next week, all of these teams will head to Pensacola, Florida, to the Pensacola Bay Center. And of course, this game is so crucial for that 10 seed for Georgia Southern and ULM. The winner of this game will more than likely get that 10 spot, and they'll be playing against the number 7 seed. In retaliation, though, that 11 team will be playing against the 6th seed. That game, of course, at 5 o'clock in the first round on March 3rd. Of course, something else you have to think about, Justin. The winner of that game will move on to play against the team that has an extra 2 days of rest. How important is it for the team that makes this game in the 10th seed to keep going and not only have that mental fortitude to go forward and play a couple games in succession, but really just have that mental fortitude going forward?
It's very big, and right now, whichever team is able to win, they'll go to play Louisiana at the number 7 spot. Whoever wins will play Arkansas at the 6th, Arkansas State at the 6th spot, and that's a huge difference. Georgia Southern against Louisiana had a tough game. They did lose, but they can go back out there and win. And ULM, the same thing. This is a team that's an in-state rival for them, so I think both of these teams would rather play Louisiana than Arkansas State in that tournament.
Jones, shot clock able to reset, and getting tripped up down low is Luke Phillips, the redshirt sophomore out of Adelaide, Australia. Three-pointer is short from Phillips. Archie finds Curry inside. Can't find the friendly roll, and possession will go to the Warhawks.
A tough break and a shot you have to make if you're Carlos Curry. Inside, easy. No one else is reaching that, able to truly contest you. Just not a good roll off the rim.
Curry leading the team right now on the floor. 5 rebounds and trying to keep the Eagles in this, up by 4. Gonzalez, guarded closely by Weatherford. Keeps his dribble. Now it's inside to Phillips. Phillips working out, and the foul is going to be called against Elijah McCadden. And for McCadden, that is his first foul.
Came for the help side double and put his hand in there, got a arm to put Phillips at the line. But did you see the tenacious defense from Weatherford on Gonzalez before the pass, just all over him. And now ULM has a chance to go down by 2 going into the second half.
Luke Phillips on the season is a 50% free throw shooter. Well, the substitution is Andre Savrasov will come into the game.
Came in and got his full hand on that left arm of Phillips, knocked the ball out, but that would be a foul.
Phillips back in 2018 made the South Australian under-20 state team, and they would end up to win the silver medal during the course of that entire tournament, which is really it's nothing to scoff at, knowing that all of the international players that are represented here in the NCAA just trying to make and do exactly what they want to do, which is play basketball collegiately.
Yusupaitis, Savrasov, some of the foreign names, they are from here in the U.S., but a lot of the foreign names and people that you see here, it's kind of a mixing pot in college basketball.
McCadden, the senior from Rocky Mount, North Carolina, making the first free throw. We'll look at the foul.
McCadden rose up above Ozier, who was leaning in just a little bit too much. Maybe a touchy call from the ref, but it will give it to McCadden at the line now.
McCadden makes the second free throw. That extends the lead back to 5. For ULM, they have not scored in over 3 minutes. Almost a turnover, and the ball is stolen away by Savrasov. Spin around the shot. He has numbers, and the layup connects.
Wow.
Shot clock is turned off for what will be most likely the last possession for the Warhawks here in the first half.
Have you ever seen someone that big make a spin move like that and go coast to coast?
I don't think I have. Like a ballerina. Savrasov able to score. Shot clock down to 7. Gonzalez. A lot of moves getting downhill. Blocked off the shot there from Yusupaitis. Archie off the mark. That'll take us to the halftime break. Southern leads it by 7. We'll look at the media timeout and all of those games. And the second half is underway. ULM will take the opening possession. Gonzalez with a head of steam out of the halftime break. We'll stop and start in the corner for the opening possession. Gonzalez finds Jones over to the corner to Ozier. Offense kind of stopping there at the short corner. This is Harrison trying to work out against Yusupaitis. Fader's shot is missed, and we're going to have a foul down low.
That's just a saving play by Jones, jumping in there to get 2 hands on the ball. That's what caused the foul. It was going to be an air ball from Harrison. Wasn't close to the rim, but the athleticism of Jones to just put a hand on it and draw the foul is what saved him.
That foul will be called against Grant Weatherford, his second in the game. Jones, before that shot that was made, he was 0 for 1 from the line. Now he's 1 for 2.
Something that also was of effect in the first half. Georgia Southern 6 for 8 from the charity stripe, and ULM 3 for 5.
McCadden on the opening possession for Southern in the second half. Crossover dribble, can't get it to use the glass, and that's an empty first possession for Georgia Southern. Jones, kick back to Howell, guarded there by Toyambi. Gonzalez, quick pass, Harrison, short on the three.
Weatherford took a gamble, came for the double team, left Harrison open, and that's a play they lived with.
Turnover there, McCadden lost it. And now ULM with the score, Kareem Ozier. And now we might have a delay of game against Ozier, throwing the ball up Jones throwing the ball up, and I believe we're gonna have a warning issued against Jones.
Not sure what maybe sparked his anger right there. You see him chirping a good bit, talking to Cobbs, trying to let him know I'm here too.
Jones so far 5 points here tonight. And again, the chippiness will continue.
And they're arguing right now. Jones put his shoulder into Cobbs. Cobbs is a physical player, so people will get annoyed with how he plays, gets his hands in there, plays that annoying defense that gets on your nerves.
Cobbs, of course, the fifth-year player. Toyambi got fouled going up. Technical, we're going to have technicals offsetting on both teams.
Oh, it was on Cobbs and Jones. Once again, ran into each other, talking a little bit. Cobbs turned to the ref and tried to say that it was him, but ref decided that it was both of you. That looks like Todd Austin, our head ref here today. Now they're getting a talking to from our other two, Byron Jarrett.
After the play, offsetting technical fouls called on Georgia Southern's number 3, Trey Cobbs.
Trey Cobbs will pick up the technical foul. And Andre Jones will pick up the technical. So with a moment right now to kind of reset things.
Double
text will offset. Byron Jarrett coming over explaining things to us. With the moment right now to kind of settle down, with physicality continuing to build, you really get to see just how important this game is on the ledger.
Exactly, and that's exactly the first thing I thought of. It shows you just how important this game is. That seeding is very, very big in playing a team that you really don't want to go up against versus a team that you feel like you have a good matchup. Toyambi went up off the pass from Cobbs. Harrison in the middle got his hand into him, and it'll be a foul.
Toyambi makes the second. That extends the lead back to 5. Weatherford on the defensive side. And the shot up and the putback by Howell, the 6'8" freshman, rising up with the putback jam.
A lot of high flying, and Howell was the last one. Put it down.
Inside to Toyambi. Working out against Howell. Kick back to Weatherford. Shot clock down to 13. Saversaw for 3 off the back iron. Offensive rebound belongs to Southern. And a fresh 20 on the clock. McCadden keeping his left dribble. Finds Saversaw. He'll drive in with his right hand. Shot clock into the single digits. Can't get the other shot to fall. Here comes Gonzalez. Almost a mix-up there with Andre Jones. Able to keep possession, however. Gonzalez stolen away by Toyambi.
Lost handle of it.
Eagles have a 3-on-2, see if they can capitalize. Instead, it'll be a regroup for McCadden driving in, and we'll have a blocking foul, I believe, called, and we will against Gonzalez.
Gonzalez reached his right hand in there around McCadden. That's a long reach for a guy of his size, and that's going to cause a foul.
And Gonzalez, of course, coming off of last game, he led the team with 4 steals, so that aggressive mindset has to be there still for the junior.
When you're a team that struggles defensively, you know you have to get those block steals, those turnovers whenever you can, so you're going to go for it.
Archie off the dribble handoff will pull from the free throw line and make it. Caden Archie picking up where he left off. He now has 7 in the game. Howell over to Jones. Jones a deep 2, rattles in and out. Offensive putback from Ozier is good.
It looked like he might have got a little bit of help from Savrasov on accident, trying to go for the rebound.
Archie off the screen from Toyombi. Savrasov inside of Toyombi. Good passing, and Toyombi's shot just misses. Ozier to Jones. Driving into the lane. Floater is missed. He was trying to English it. Instead, came up empty. Now here's Archie. Kick back to Yusupaitis. Back and forth we go here. 16:20 to play in the second half of a very back and forth game. Turnover there. Jones was right at the right place at the right time. Charging in, trying to draw contact. No foul, but the basket will count. 1 point game.
And Jones is not happy with the no call in that situation. It's already been a chippy game, and now he's...
We're going to have a timeout called by Coach Brian Berg. That will take us to immediate timeout. A 1 point game. Don't go anywhere, folks. The second half is continuing after the break.
Dear Mr. McCook, in the aftermath of the crazy year we just had, I am writing to say thank you for making our success possible. The tangible ways that you supported us were dramatic and real. You encouraged the athletes during a pandemic and also funded their scholarships. We went from the possibility of not having any sports to having a mostly complete playing season. We are so grateful to you and Eagle Nation for the strong support system and for making it all possible.
Georgia Power is here with a little reminder of how easy it is to save energy at home. Because it's often as simple as a twist, or as easy as a lift. It could be a little squeeze, or maybe just a pull. These small changes can make a big difference, helping you save energy for the bigger things in life. Visit GeorgiaPower.com for tips and programs to help save energy and money.
Welcome to Vive Country, home of the 5 gig internet. Save big with Vive broadband featuring 105 megabits per second for the unbelievably low price of $39.99. All with no contracts and our money-back guarantee. Or go even faster with speeds up to 5 gig internet. Powered by Vive's fiber-rich network and our commitment to 100% customer satisfaction. Buy online today at ViveBroadband.com and get a free installation. That's a $99 value. Don't miss out. This offer ends soon.
This one is intercepted.
Decorative towel.
There was a mess. I wiped up a mess.
Yeah, you
Where is the Never mind, I found it!
Welcome back, football fans. We'll see you in the fridge.
Back on ESPN Plus, a 1 point game. Georgia Southern and ULM trying to fight for that 10 spot in the Sun Belt Conference Tournament. The seniors for Georgia Southern recognized earlier in the game, before the game actually, and whenever we talked to Coach Brian Berg about the seniors' impact, he said that this group of players has really built a foundation for Georgia Southern.
They came in at a unique time during a COVID over the last 2 seasons. Proud that they could honor him today. Kamari Brown, Trey Cobbs, Will Dillard, Yeti Yusupaitis, and Elijah McCadden, Prince Toyombi, Grant Weatherford, all the seniors who are honored here today for the Eagles.
And of course, you have to think about, with this giant group coming out for Georgia Southern, what the future holds, Justin. There's a lot of things that are up in the air. Curry had the pass tipped away. Here come the Warhawks with a chance to take the lead. Harrison can't connect.
And like you said, there's going to be a lot of turnover, but they have their set pieces in place that they know that they can build on. Like you said, Carlos Curry's a redshirt junior. Same with Savrasov and Toyombi. Cam Bryant, also a sophomore. And then they have the freshman Manny Harris, one of the highest recruits in Georgia Southern basketball history, who will get a chance to play next year as well.
Ozier will fire from deep, can't hit. Bryant with the board. Give and go between Bryant and McCadden. McCadden keeps, finds Yusupaitis. Almost double teamed, keeps the dribble, and keeps his pivot foot miraculously. Second chance shot is going to be missed. And another empty possession for Georgia Southern, who leads by 3. Howell driving in, gets it off the glass.
Gave the eye fake, looking over at Harrison, and Powell looking like, oh yeah, I'm gonna pass it. Nope, laid up in.
And we've seen that from Howell and a lot of the forwards for ULM. With a team that doesn't have a lot of depth, they sure use their players very well and with a lot of minutes.
Like you said, sneaky move from a freshman. They don't have many players that are in rotation. It's just about 7, but it works out for them.
Pass almost stolen away. 2 players collide for it on the floor. And we're going to have a jump ball call. Georgia Southern will keep possession.
Powell not happy with that one. Telling the ref that use Midas behind me holding it, but it'll be jump.
1-point lead for Georgia Southern. We'll head to immediate timeout. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back on ESPN.
Facility improvements and advancements in technology.
When you look at me, do you see a college student?
Because I'm a leader in training.
I am ready.
To solve the problem.
To power innovation.
To make a difference.
Ready is my return on a college investment.
Ready is my interview calling card.
Ready is my pathway to a great career.
Are you ready to join me?
Georgia Power is here with a little reminder of how easy it is to save energy at home. Because it's often as simple as a twist, or as easy as a lift. It could be a little squeeze, or maybe just a pull. These small changes can make a big difference, helping you save energy for the bigger things in life. Visit GeorgiaPower.com for tips and programs to help save energy and money.
Decorative towel.
There was a mess. I wiped up a mess.
Yeah, you
Where is the Never mind, I found it!
Welcome back, football fans. We'll see you in the fridge.
ULM trying to lead the charge. They trail by 1, and a leading reason for that charge being led is Kareem Ozier. Justin, he really has been able to put together a good night. 11 points, shooting 5 of 10 from the field.
Very efficient, also 9 rebounds, so he's on double-double watch right now. Ranks 4th on the team in Sunbelt, scoring at 9 points per game, averaging 10 and 5 in the 7 games they played in February so far.
Also, someone to watch for Georgia Southern on the flip side, Caden Archie, 9 points. What, with this game being as close as it is, what is it going to take for that one team to get that punch and really push out?
It's going to come down to that last possession, a steal, a rebound, a block, and that's what it came down to last time for ULM. So some of those stat categories that you don't pay attention to as much, I think that's where it's going to go.
It'll be Georgia Southern ball following the media timeout. Caden Archie to inbound. 2 seconds on the shot clock, so the Eagles are going to have to get a quick fire here. It'll be back to Archie at the buzzer, and it's off the mark. Would have been a bang-bang play. Instead, we'll have a foul called off the play. Cam Bryant a little bit shaken up. Looks like he might have rolled his ankle.
Had his ankle turn up under him a little bit with his foot. Looks like he'll be okay, down on defense already.
Over to Powell, back to Gonzalez. Warhawks trying to spread the ball around. Finds Harrison in the corner, that's off the back. And Curry grabbing his 7th board here tonight.
The Warhawks are looking for Harrison in the corner for that 3. That's about the 3rd, 4th time he's been there open. Just needs to make the shot.
Off the pick and roll, Cobbs, bounce pass to Brown. Brown trying to find his rhythm. That shot's in and out of the cylinder. Ozier. Over to Howell. Almost lost it. And Howell now at the top of the key. Dribble handoff to Powell. And Powell draws the foul.
Legal foul is on number 1, Cam Bryant.
Cam Bryant will be the guilty player.
It's his 3rd personal.
His 3rd, and with fouls starting to become
Team's
a little
3rd.
bit of an issue, Justin, the bench for Georgia Southern is going to be something they're going to need to continue to rely on.
The first thing Cam Bryant said after that is, can we go
Langston
to a
Powell
replay?
at
He
the
pointed
line for
over
the
near
Warhawks,
us trying to say,
shooting
hey, I didn't really foul him. And it was a good fake from Powell. He gave his move, kind of shoved his arms up in the air a little bit and drew the contact, put him at the line.
Andre Savrasov will come into the
Returning
game.
for the Warhawks, number 4, Nika Meshkarisha.
He will sub in for
and returning
Caden
for the
Archie.
Eagles, number 12, Andre Savrasov.
And for Coach Richard, he has to be happy with his program right now, tied here at Georgia Southern.
A good spot for you to be in. They were leading in this last game, so all they have to do is finish.
Finishing being one of the biggest talking points for both of these teams. The ability to, when the second half really hits crunch time, to try and deliver in the clutch. Pass is stolen away from Powell, able to use the long frame to get over top of Bryant. Here's Gonzalez, guarded by Curry. Harrison, three-pointer, rattles around. Second chance points almost taken up there, but it's blocked. Ozier had a layup, but the defense from Trey Cobb says no.
Harrison now 2 for 6 from deep. That one just a good roll away from going down.
Harrison finds Gonzalez, shot clock down to 12. Over again to Harrison. Clock down to 7. Driving in, he'll shoot a fader and make it.
Basket by
Russell Harrison, standing at 6'7", 200. That lanky guard-esque ability for him to really put on a display whenever he shoots the ball.
He plays kind of a big 2 type of player. He comes in, bullies his way to where his spot is, and just raises up.
Bryant, the dish pass inside, and Brown able to finish.
No look, bounce pass with the spin, perfect to Brown and up off the glass. That's an easy 2 for the Eagles.
1 point ULM lead. Metzgerishvili off to Powell, a deep 2 is missed. Savrasov collects the board. For Savrasov, that is his 4th rebound in this game. Brown stopping and starting correction. That's Bryant inside, and Brown would have put it on a reverse dunk. Instead, he gets fouled, and that'll take us to immediate timeout. UL Monroe up by 1 here on ESPN+.
Dear Mr. McCook, in the aftermath of the crazy year we just had, I am writing to say thank you for making our success possible. The tangible ways that you supported us were dramatic and real. You encouraged the athletes during a pandemic and also funded their scholarships. We went from the possibility of not having any sports to having a mostly complete playing season. We are so grateful to you and Eagle Nation for the strong support system and for making it all possible.
Georgia Power is here with a little reminder of how easy it is to save energy at home. Because it's often as simple as a twist, or as easy as a lift. It could be a little squeeze, or maybe just a pull. These small changes can make a big difference, helping you save energy for the bigger things in life. Visit GeorgiaPower.com for tips and programs to help save energy and money.
Welcome to Vive Country, home of the Vive Gig Internet. Save big with Vive Broadband, featuring 105 megabits per second for the unbelievably low price of $39.99. All with no contracts and our money-back guarantee. Or go even faster with speeds up to 5 gig internet, powered by Vive's fiber-rich network and our commitment to 100% customer satisfaction. Buy online today at ViveBroadband.com and get a free installation. That's a $99 value. Don't miss out. This offer ends soon.
This one is intercepted.
Decorative towel.
There was a mess. I wiped up a mess.
Yeah, you did.
Where is the Never mind, I found it!
Welcome back, football fans. We'll see you in the fridge.
1-point ULM lead here on ESPN Plus. We knew this game was going to be back and forth, but the statistics have really shown it. Rebounding has been such a crucial category throughout the entirety of this game. Justin, how important is it going down the last 12 minutes that stat is going to ring out?
Georgia Southern has a lot of size, so it's going to be tough for ULM to get in there and rebound. It's going to be met along with Harrison and Phillips down low, who are going to try to get some of those boards. So fighting for that back and forth. And Ozier already has his double-double that we mentioned earlier. So rebounding is really what it's going to come down to near the end of this game.
You mentioned Metzger-Ishvili trying to make an impact. 2 points along with the 2 rebounds. And what does he need to do to get things going?
He's a big man, so get into the post, use some of that footwork, get some of the spin moves. You know the post moves, get a hook shot, get it in there.
And I mentioned as we went to the commercial break, that almost behind-the-back dunk from Kamari Brown, which took him to the free throw line. He will make the second free throw. We'll have a substitution as Brown will be subbed out. Prince Toyambi coming back in.
Scary bounce from Brown for the Warhawks.
Eagles will go with a full court press. ULM able to break it. Gonzalez will take the ball. 11:30 to play here in the second half. Jared Dink alongside Justin Helms, courtside in Statesboro. Gonzalez down low, ball almost turned over. Jones able to keep possession. Metzger-Ishvili with the floater.
Good find. Jones makes sure to tell his teammate that it was a good pass, that's on me, but they're able to finish the play.
McCadden finds Yusupaitis. Around the horn go the Eagles. Cobbs thought about passing it into Yusupaitis. He finds him. Savrasov on the cut, makes the basket. And back and forth we go. It's a 1-point lead for Georgia Southern now. That's
the plays that Georgia Southern wants. You get some players to slide, move around. Cobb's out there on the three-point, leaves open space for Savrasov.
The big paw of Prince Toyambi able to intercept the pass. Georgia Southern now back on the attack. Yusupaitis, step back three, got it!
And wow, able to put his team up on top by 4 now. The step back three, we've seen him try one earlier, this time gets it.
Jones inside, can't get it to connect. Metzger-Ishvili trying to battle for it. There's 4 Eagles around him, and eventually he'll get the jump ball called by the official.
And that's great defense by Georgia Southern, making sure not to foul down low when you know you have a player as physical as Metzger-Ishvili. And Savrasov got a hand in there, poked it out. They'll push it to extra time for the Warhawks.
The delay on that play was the Georgia Southern bench was standing up, and the official saying, hey, you can't be standing up while play continues. We're under 10 minutes to play in regulation. Harrison over to the wing. Driving in is Jones. Follow-up can't connect, and the Warhawks will keep possession down low with 6 on the shot clock.
They're going to have to do something quick. If I'm guessing, probably a play to Jones, see if he could get a pass. I wouldn't be surprised to see Harrison break out towards the corner right now.
You see Keith Richard in the corner, and we will have a shot clock reset due to the shot, I believe, counting as it went off the basket itself, so that will be deemed a shot. So a fresh 20, Metzger-Ishvili over to the corner, Ozier, got it! Back and forth we go with 3-point shooting. ULM and Georgia Southern dialing up the long ball. Archie on the jam. Metzger-Ishvili was underneath on his head.
And it's been a lot of dunks here today, especially on that rim down on the right. This time Archie puts it on top of Met's head. Georgia Southern up 3.
We knew it was going to be a back and forth game. Just didn't know exactly what the end result would be. Metzger-Ishvili trying to go against Yusupaitis. Floater can't hit. Cobbs in transition. Jones is on defense. Able to keep his dribble. Use-A-Piatis off the backboard. The bank is open for Getty Use-A-Piatis.
Didn't even see Ozier in front of him. Just launched up, banks it in. Georgia Southern is on fire right now.
Metzger-Rishavili, handoff pass to Ozier, blocked by Toyambi, but a foul is going to be called.
And there are some angry fans here now in Hanner and students as well. Gonzalez went up, Toyambi just pushed it straight out of bounds, didn't have a chance. I think maybe he might have got him with his free hand, so they'll call the foul.
Ozier will go to the line. Currently,
Kareem Ozier at the line for ULM.
For ULM, they've shot relatively well from the charity stripe, 6 of 9. This is Ozier's first trip, and he makes the first one.
That would have been Toyambi's third block. Gets too much body on him, hits him with his left hand out in the backside, and that would be a foul, put him at the line.
Two for two. Back to a 4-point Georgia Southern lead. McCadden, guarded by Ozier, over to Use-A-Piatis. Trying to get a screen from Archie. Archie on the kickback, will hold on to it, driving into the paint. Still trying to free himself. That ball's going to head over towards the scorer's table, and it'll be a turnover for Southern.
That possession was kind of a weird one from the start. McCadden came down past half court and was asking for Cobbs to set a pick or a screen so he could maybe get a free play and get to work, but Cobbs didn't hear him. They had to make a few passes, and it'll be a turnover.
The 10th turnover for Georgia Southern in the game. Points off of turnovers, however, have been a struggling point. Ozier buries it.
3-pointer by Kareem Ozier.
3 for 6 from deep now, 16 points, leading both teams.
Make that 19 points for Ozier, just absolutely on fire here in the second half. Savrasov passed inside to Use-A-Piatis off the mark, and that will take us to a timeout. 1-point game. We told you it was going to be fun. We'll be back on ESPN+.
At Domino's, we're more than just pizza for $5.99. We're $5.99 bread twists, $5.99 sandwiches, $5.99 pastas, $5.99 chicken, and yes, $5.99 pizza too. We didn't stop at pizza, and you don't have to either.
Georgia Power is here with a little reminder of how easy it is to save energy at home. Because it's often as simple as a twist, or as easy as a lift. It could be a little squeeze, or maybe just a pull. These small changes can make a big difference, helping you save energy for the bigger things in life. Visit GeorgiaPower.com for tips and programs to help save energy and money.
Introducing the first stain worthy of the Yellow Tag. Yellowwood Protector Stain and Sealer. Powerful protection for your deck. Available in pre-mixed grab-and-go cans. Find a Yellowwood dealer near you.
Yes, sir. Take it right to the rack and slams it home. Step back, 3 again. 17-point lead. Got another 3-pointer. Backdoor cuts it down.
Back on ESPN Plus, a 1-point Georgia Southern lead. We mentioned how important all of these games coming down the back stretch are going to be. A lot of scores already in the books, and some of these games having a little bit more implications than others. App State, Arkansas State currently in the first half of action, an 8-point lead for the Mountaineers. Meanwhile, in Mobile, Alabama, a 9-point lead for South Alabama over the Mavericks of UT Arlington.
A lot of things are going to be shifting around. South Alabama 8-7, Arkansas State 7-7, Louisiana 8-8. These are all their conference records, and that's all that matters. You don't really pay attention to the overall, and that's what it's going to come down to. Very close games, a lot of things shifting around in that conference tournament.
And with 8 minutes and 30 seconds left up in Atlanta, a now 2-point game as the Raging Cajuns only trail by a pair to the Panthers. Now, meanwhile, for our game, however, it's still a 1-point lead for Georgia Southern. They've made their last 5 shots in succession. Ozier, guarded by Bryant. Spinorama shot is going to connect. And for Ozier, he is having his way tonight. 21 points and 10 rebounds. Archie over to Bryant, deep 3, off the iron. Saversov tried to grab it, but instead it's going to be Ozier snagging his 11th board tonight. Gonzalez, top of the key, trying to work by Saversov. Into the short corner, it goes to Jones. Jones on the reverse, can't put it home. The rebound, however, by Howell will draw a foul.
Georgia Southern foul is on number 4, Kamari Brown. That's his first, team's 5th.
5 fouls here in the second half of action for Georgia Southern and for ULM for that matter. Okay. Trying to get things back underway. A lob inside that was almost a dunk from Andre Jones. Cam Bryant, however, will take it back. McCadden driving in. Lost the ball and another turnover for Southern. That's now 12 in the game.
Tough turnover from McCadden. Looked like he was about to get into something nice. That'll make it 2 for him now.
A Hail Mary play caught by Jones, and he draws another foul. Caden Archie, the guilty player that time.
Archie had to commit that foul, really had no choice. Jones down on the other end, wide open. Would have been an easy 2 points. Instead, rather put him at, not even at the line. It will be Hughes on the ground.
It will be called on the ground. Play continuing. Harrison trying to find a lane. Instead, it kicks it back to Gonzalez. Ozier able to make a man miss. Shot off the backboard. Gets his second chance, rebounds, and now we're going to get even more chippy. Ozier having to be held back. Got in the face of Kamari Brown, and the two are going to have to be separated.
Kamari Brown is normally a level-headed player. Was just trying to, it was a hard foul. He did reach around him, give him the hug, and he is getting some words in there too. That's not something you really see from Brown much. Usually a guy who's more quiet.
Coach Brian Burke calls him one of the quiet leaders on this team, but whenever he talks in the locker room, everyone listens. First free throw from Ozier is good. He's now 100% on the day with 3 for 3 from the line.
Ozier now, well, has been over his season high already. Was 19 points against App State on January 1st, New Year's Day.
23 points for the junior out of Wisconsin. Saversov trying to find a backdoor cutter. Instead, we'll give it to Archie. Archie, shot clock down to 13. Keeping his dribble, finds McCadden. Shot clock down to 8. Now to 7. Skip pass to Archie. Trying to generate a shot. Deep 2. Buries it. Caden Archie, foot on the line, but it's still going to cut the deficit to 1.
Jones wants a push off on that. Archie did get him to move back, and it might have been slight, but if you're able to keep it secretive, it's a good move, and it worked.
Gonzalez trying to keep things going inside to Howell, and that time there will be a pause in the action. Justin, we've seen it throughout the entirety of this game, ever since the jump. Back and forth chippiness continuing to build.
Full physicality in this game. It has been feels like they've been sprinting all game up and down the court. Never been a real chill moment. And right now they're trying to look for something on the floor. I think Gonzalez might have lost his contact lens, trying to see if he can get that back and put it in.
If he did, he just found it, so he will have to head to the bench for a second. A substitution will need to be made, or they might just let him put the contact solution back in, and he may be good to resume throughout the course of this game.
And that is a great training staff. Fun fact, it is Athletic Trainers, National Athletic Training Month. So that's a great move, being able to be prepared on the sideline. You know you have some players who are struggling a little bit eyesight-wise. Help them out.
Athletic trainer Victoria Ekochka able to keep Gonzalez in the game, making sure that not only her team is being taken care of, but just the health of these players in general. We know that throughout the course of the season you get bumps and bruises, but it's ultimately the training staff that puts in the hours, knowing and being able to implement what they know into effect.
They're such a big help. And one thing that I was kind of surprised about growing up, I remember when I met an athletic trainer for a former NFL team, and I was like, why, you have a ring? Like, you get a ring? But you have to think about, these guys do so much for their team, keeping their players healthy, physical rehab, keeping them on schedule, nutrition, everything. So they're very important.
Gonzalez will come back into the game after his contact has been fixed. Jones' spin around shot is off the mark, and we'll have a foul on the floor.
Fouls on the Eagles, number 24, Prince Toyambi.
Prince Toyambi, the guilty player there, sends Russell Harrison to the line. And for Harrison, this is his first trip to the charity stripe.
Russell Harrison at the line for ULM, shooting 1 and 1.
Harrison makes the first one. Cobbs after the miss on the second shot. Toyambi, guarded by Howell. They give off to Cobbs. Pass is almost stolen away. Archie able to get 2 hands on it as the clock dwindles down to 9. Screen from Toyambi inside. Finds Yusupaitis. He'll launch it and hit off the back iron. The clock was expiring, so all that Yusupaitis could do was send up a hope and a prayer.
Jones had a great chance to steal and get a fast break dunk. Instead, get back to Archie, and the ability to even put that on rim with the defender in his face.
Yusupaitis on defense, able to get a stop. Archie trying to grab it, and possession will stay with ULM with 7 on the shot clock.
Archie trying to plead his case that it was not off of him, it was off of Jones.
Number 4, Kamari Brown.
The ref won't agree, so it'll be Warhawks ball.
The officials are going to move the spot of the out-of-bounds play just because of where the ball was located. Not going to be able to get a replay, however, as Harrison will get the ball to inbound. The shot clock did reset, and Harrison trying to work out. That shot is going to be deemed goaltending. Prince Toyambi tried to block it away, but it was on its deceleration on the way back down.
Coming back down, Toyambi got really high up there, almost at its peak. Just a half-second late to get the hand on it.
And for ULM, they are on a phenomenal run right now. 12-2 run over the last 4 minutes and 30 seconds. Brown draws the foul.
It's truly been a game of runs. ULM started off this game playing really hot, kind of settled in. Georgia Southern got their game going, had a spurt coming in to the commercial after the commercial break where it was 5 of 5 in their last few. And now it's the opposite.
At the line for the
and you think about it, Justin, both of these teams trying to not only finish this game, but finish their season on a high note. Brown can't get the first free throw to roll in, but look at the foul.
A swipe from the back, Andre Jones, and then also Howell inside. They'll be called on Jones, though. Swiping down, who now has 4 fouls.
Brown makes the second. It's back to a 3-point game. Howell off the bounce pass. Off to Ozier, ball is tipped up and it will head into the stands. And that'll take us to immediate timeout. 3-point game here inside Hanner.
At Domino's, we're more than just pizza for $5.99. We're $5.99 bread twists, $5.99 sandwiches, $5.99 pastas, $5.99 chicken, and yes, $5.99 pizza too. We didn't stop at pizza, and you don't have to either.
Georgia Power is here with a little reminder of how easy it is to save energy at home. Because it's often as simple as a twist, or as easy as a lift. It could be a little squeeze, or maybe just a pull. These small changes can make a big difference, helping you save energy for the bigger things in life. Visit GeorgiaPower.com for tips and programs to help save energy and money.
Introducing the first stain worthy of the Yellow Tag. Yellowwood Protector Stain and Sealer. Powerful protection for your deck. Available in pre-mixed grab-and-go cans. Find a Yellowwood dealer near you.
Yes, sir.
Take it right to the rack and slams it home. Step back, three again. 17-point lead. Got another three-pointer. Backdoor cut, jam.
3-point game under the watchful eye of our producer, Ben Powell, our replay technician, friend Shay O'Neill, our graphics operator, Jensen Bland, and our audio technician, Joshua Rowland, along with our camera operators, Jackson Hamilton, Braden Hosevic, Ashley Thomas, and Tony Rowland. But most importantly, just you, the fans, who help make this entire thing possible here on ESPN Plus. And don't forget our Slash operator, Jonathan Hooker, our entire crew, which most of this crew that's here for Gatto Productions is all students. And it's just been a great thing to not only be able to be in your homes, the fans and the audience, but just really for you to have the opportunity just in general. Back underway here, a 3-point game. ULM on top, under 4 to play. So off of the loose ball heading out of bounds, ULM will keep possession. Gonzalez in the corner, guarded by Yusupaitis. Shot clock down to 5, and Yusupaitis is going to get called for the foul.
So many fouls in this game. 13, 14 now for the Eagles, 11 for the Warhawks, and their best player, Andre Jones, who hasn't played well today, 3 for 13, has 4, only 1 more till he's out.
And also he has that technical foul that came back earlier in this second half, getting really chippy with Trey Cobbs, who is also in the game. Gonzalez makes the first free throw, and look at the foul.
Yusupaitis puts too much of his body into him as Gonzalez is going up. That's called.
Gonzalez goes 2 for 2 on his first trip of the night. 5-point ULM lead, under 3:30 to play. Archie up to McCadden. Screen from Yusupaitis. McCadden at the elbow, got the shot away, but he was fouled, so he'll go to the line.
That will be Ozier's fourth. Now 2. That's 2 of the top players for this ULM roster, who we already mentioned isn't very deep. Doesn't play a lot of guys.
Elijah McCadden at the line.
With 4 fouls, only 1 more, so expect to see them letting a few things go now.
First free throw is good for McCadden, and you just see the ability for McCadden to rise up and draw that contact. It's almost like for Ozier trying to get the block, but instead has his hand at the wrong place at the wrong time.
The length of McCadden is going to give him that win every time. Ozier just simply isn't tall or long enough to get his hand to contest where the ball's at. Try to get the hand near the face, and that's where you'll probably get a better contest.
Howell at the top of the key, gives it to Ozier, trying to find a pass inside. Instead, Ozier blocked off the glass by Archie. Here comes Southern with some transition momentum. McCadden stopping and starting. Kamari Brown with the layup.
With a circus layup. He got it up backwards with his right hand. Couldn't see the rim and didn't matter. It's in.
1 point ULM lead. Howell will drive in, gets the glass, and makes the shot.
Basket by Thomas Howell.
The Eagles right now trying to keep momentum on their side. They've made 7 of their last 9 shots. They currently trail by 4 with 2:15 to play. McCadden able to keep his dribble, under 15 on the shot clock. The screen from Saversov. He'll launch a deep ball off the glass, can't get the board. Brown will be fouled, however.
And that will be Ozier's 5th. So he
number 2, Kareem Ozier,
was trying to plead his case.
That's his 5th.
To Zelton Steed, but he will be out of the game. In will come Powell to fill in for him, and that's a big loss for the Warhawks. He's 23 points, leading the team. Back-to-back fouls. And Georgia Southern's now at the line.
At the line, shooting 2.
Brown makes the second. Back to a 1-point game.
And now the question arises, when this game comes down to the wire, which it is, who do you go to? Ozier had 23 points. He was leading this team.
The next closest on the floor is Harrison. He has 11 points, and he almost lost the dribble. Hands it off to Howell. Now this time it's Jones. Up to Gonzalez. Shot clock down to 5. Down to 3. Inside. Offensive foul is going to be called. Andre Jones picks up his 5th, and now he is out of the game.
And that was the second guy that I was thinking they would go to. Their best player all season has led them in almost every offensive stat category. Now is out of the game. Wow. Charged in, Cam Bryant got his feet set. That's a veteran play. That's Archie, rather.
So now with the situation being what it is, it'll be Nika Metzler-Rishavili coming in the result of Jones fouling out.
Now the offense for the ULM has to change. They're almost all big men in the game right now. Harrison, you can kind of count him. He plays more outside, but Metzler-Rishavili, and then also Howell, they're going to have to do some work inside.
90 seconds to play in regulation. McCadden off the screen from Toyambi, keeping his dribble. Brown can't get it to fall. Rebound and kept in by Harrison, and we'll have a jump ball. Georgia Southern has possession following the jump ball, so it'll be Eagles ball, and Coach Brian Berg is beside himself, and there's going to be a foul called.
Game this close, that possession can mean the difference, and it looked like a foul. Toyambi got both of his hands in there as well as McCadden, but they're over the head of Harrelson, kind of wrapped around his neck, so that's where the foul is going to come in, called on Toyambi, who now has 3.
Russell Harrison at the line for the Warhawks.
Harrison on the day is 50% from the line, 1 for 2. Makes his first. 2-point Warhawks lead. Two for 2. Back up to a 3-point ULM lead. They have 3 timeouts. Georgia Southern has 2. McCadden off the screen from Archie. As we near under 1 minute to play. Brown trying to keep his dribble. Skip pass to Yusupaitis. Can't get it to fall. The Eagles get the offensive board, but the ball heads out of bounds. A little bit too aggressive from the Eagles on the offensive glass, and it leads to their 13th turnover.
Archie is trying to explain to his teammates that is me. I'm in the right position. I had my hands on the ball. Let me get it so we can reset. Just stay where you are. This is too close of a game to be doing stuff like this. Yusupaitis just barely off the mark on that high Archie three.
ULM going to take a timeout. So, Justin, in this timeout situation, what is the message from head coach Keith Richard?
Do not foul. They are in the bonus. That would be throwing the game. If you foul them in this situation, allow them to get down by 2 or even 3 if you foul them on a 3-point shot, that is very, very bad. You cannot allow that to happen. And for the Eagles, on their side, try to see if you can get a 3 in. See maybe if you can get one of those shots to Yusupaitis or Brown out on the edge. Otherwise, get a quick bucket, play defense, and get back on the other end fast.
Just a correction, that shot that was unable to be rebounded by Georgia Southern, pulled by Getty Yusupaitis, will not be counted as a turnover. It will just count as an empty possession for the Eagles. So the turnovers remain where they are, 12-10, and it really has come down to turnovers with this game. Points off turnovers, however, have also played a factor. 16 for ULM and 12 for the Eagles. So following the full timeout from Coach Richard, Georgia Southern trying to exit their huddle. And we knew coming into this game, Judson, it was going to come down to the wire. 1 minute remaining in a 3-point game.
Another category to pay attention to that you could kind of point as the difference. Right now, ULM 6 for 17 from deep. Georgia Southern 6 for 24, 37 to 25% respectively.
Warhawks to inbound. That ball almost stolen away. Metzgerishvili on the reception. We are under 1 minute to play. Gonzalez guarded by Cobbs. Both teams trying not to foul. Clock down to 10. Warhawks are going to run their motion. Gonzalez, Metzgerishvili missed it. Eagles with a chance to tie it. Brown at the short corner. Driving in, will draw the foul, and we're going to have it called against Thomas Howell. That is the 10th foul for the Warhawks in this game.
Premature one at that. Brown hadn't really done anything yet. It took a little bit too long holding the ball. Took a step or two, and Howell just got his hand in there. Called the reach. Brown at the line. Have a chance to put his team down by only 1.
Brown has been the best free throw shooter, or one of the best. He's 5 for 6 from the line. Make it 6 for 7. Timeout will be called by Coach Brian Berg. So down by 2, what is the situational shooting here for Georgia Southern? Do you try and make it and have to have it go back to defense, or do you intentionally miss it? Or what do you think the play is, Justin?
I think you might have to intentionally miss it in this situation. You can hope to go down on the other end and play defense, but you don't even have enough time for another shot clock. So you're really hoping that you can maybe get a steal or a turnover, but with both teams in the bonus, you don't want to risk the foul, put ULM back at the line to get their easy points as well. So I think you miss this and try to go for something crazy.
We'll see what happens here. Again, just coming down to the wire. We knew this game was going to have those implications with tournament time happening this time next week down in Pensacola. Kamari Brown with quite possibly the biggest trip to the free throw line, and makes it. So the Eagles go for the make, and another substitution will be made for the Eagles. Cam Bryant will come in for Prince Toyami. 1 point ULM lead. Gonzalez able to use his speed, and now he will be fouled by Elijah McCadden, who wanted to get the jump ball with 10.7 to go.
Berg once again not happy with that call, letting
Elijah McCadden, that's his
the
second.
ref Steve know it. And it did once again look like it might have been a jump. McCadden got in there, put both hands on the ball. Gonzalez swarming around is what caused the foul.
And for Georgia Southern, the reason why they want that possession so big is because the arrow is in their favor. Gonzalez can't get the first one to fall.
Ball don't lie.
For the Eagles, number 13, Gadi Yusupaitis.
Yusupaitis will come back in, and a chance for Gonzalez to make it a 2-point game. Hits the second one. Timeout will be called by Coach Richard. Different situation now for both teams. ULM up by 2. Georgia Southern trailing. What's the play style here?
There's a reason why Yusupaitis checked back into the game. Get the ball to him, see if he can make a 3 and win you the game. Then after that, you have to, first of all, shoot it early. Get that ball, shoot it early with Yusupaitis. After that, see if you can rebound, tie it up, send it into overtime.
Yusupaitis is 5 of 9 from three-point land. He has 15 points along with 2 rebounds. Trying to be the hero here on Senior Day for Georgia Southern. This, of course, the implications for a number 10 seed in the Sun Belt Conference tournament later on next week. Both teams now have 1 timeout, and they are both over the foul limit. It'll be Archie to inbound. McCadden gets it. Eagles with speed. McCadden almost lost it. Brown gets it in! Kamari Brown, Eagles up by 1. Overheaving a prayer, and that shot almost falls, but Gonzalez can't hit. The Eagles are gonna hang on and win it by a 1-point margin on their Senior Day.
Kamari Brown, the senior, playing one of his last games here in Anner Fieldhouse, gets over to the right corner. That ball was fumbled, and it'll still go to Brown. He gets it in. And now we're going to have overtime. Eagles versus ULM made the 2 just inside the 3-point line.
70-70. We'll take a break and head to overtime here on ESPN+.
Put up that it was 71-70 and Eagles win on the board, so everyone started to leave and kind of walk out, but right now we're setting up for overtime.
Kamari Brown, 17 points. One of the players of impact whenever we started this broadcast, and he has delivered immensely. It'll be Toyambi in the circle. He's able to win it against Howell. First possession of overtime will go to ULM. Howell inside against Toyambi. Finds Powell. Deep 3 is good. Russell Harrison dials up the long ball. He has 16.
And he has to be the one to finish it out for them. Jones and Ozier are not coming back in.
Jones and Ozier fouling out late in the second half of action. So they will not be available for this ULM team. Archie unable to get it to fall. Rebounded by McCadden.
A great tip from Toyambi.
Skip pass over to Brown. Kamari Brown went up for it, and he draws the foul.
Fouls on the Warhawks, number 24, Russell Harrison.
Kamari Brown has been able to score from the free throw line, and he's been one of the big players, not only as his game reached towards the end of it, he's been one of the players that's had a very silent night, but able to score when it matters.
It didn't start off as high, wasn't in the game as much in the first half, and his second half has just came in and been absolutely clutch. Made both of his free throws, came in and made the shot to tie the game, and still making plays now.
Misses the first free throw, so the lead will stay at 3.
Number 3, Trey Cobbs.
Brown with 17 points, made that 18 points on the night now. He is now 8 for 9 from the line. Once again, all of this a result of the Brown deep 2. Everybody thought it was a 3, including us. Here's a 3 from Gonzalez that rattles around. And this overtime frame being so important. Of course, both these teams fighting for a number 10 spot in the Sun Belt Conference. Brown will have to reset, sends it back to Archie. Here's Cobbs. Cobbs will drive in, almost blocked, but the layup falls. Metzger-Rishavili almost got a piece of the ball, but now it's tied at 73.
Got his hand up just above Metz, put it in for the lay, left hand.
Nearing under 3 minutes to play in overtime. Howell, keeping his dribble, finds Gonzalez. Shot clock down to 8. That pass is going to be stolen away. Good hands from Cobbs to get the steal.
And those are the plays Cobbs needs to make for his team down this stretch.
Cobbs makes a man miss. McCadden, corner 3, buries it. Kamari Brown, that time makes the three-pointer. Eagles take the lead.
Has been absolutely clutch.
Kamari Brown, 21 points, and a foul will be called. Timeout called on the floor. 76-73 when we come back. The second half of overtime coming up next.
At Domino's, we're more than just pizza for $5.99. We're $5.99 bread twists, $5.99 sandwiches, $5.99 pastas, $5.99 chicken, and yes, $5.99 pizza too. We didn't stop at pizza, and you don't have to either.
Georgia Power is here with a little reminder of how easy it is to save energy at home. Because it's often as simple as a twist, or as easy as a lift. It could be a little squeeze, or maybe just a pull. These small changes can make a big difference, helping you save energy for the bigger things in life. Visit GeorgiaPower.com for tips and programs to help save energy and money.
Back on ESPN Plus, a three-point lead for Georgia Southern. And for Kamari Brown, with that three-pointer, that now eclipses a career high. He has 21 points in a game that will ultimately decide where the Eagles are seated in the Sun Belt Conference Tournament. Fade-around shot is going to be missed. Second chance putback is also missed. Howell couldn't get it to fall, but he gets the rebound to keep the possession alive. Deep 3 is missed off the shot from Metzger-Rishavili, and the Eagles will survive as we near under 2 minutes to play.
He just sat on the back of the rim. What a tough break for the Warhawks. Had 3-4 chances to tip it in and just didn't get the bounce.
McCadden, skip pass to the corner. Brown can't get that one to fall. The lead remains where it is. Gonzalez, pass to the corner. Metzger-Rishavili stepped on the line.
McCadden got a hand on it, threw it a little bit off. Metzger-Rishavili had to adjust, put his heel on the line.
A game of inches. Coming down to the wire, 3 points separating both of these teams. The Eagles will try and drag the clock out. 90 seconds to play in overtime number 1. McCadden off to Archie. Clock down to 9. Off to Archie again, keeping his dribble. Archie will be called for traveling. And a turnover that might prove costly for Georgia Southern. That's their 13th in the game.
Archie trying to plead his case. Too many steps trying to get by Howell down low.
Gonzalez, guarded by Saversov, finds his lane, can't get the right-hand layup to fall. Cobbs to bring it past half court, almost got called for a 10-second violation, but able to keep his composure. McCadden, Saversov, back to McCadden. Spin around shot is going to count, but in the meantime, it'll be a foul. So Saversov able to get the physical play, and as a result, he'll go to the line to try and get the 2 points the hard way.
And it's an interesting take. You, instead of kind of holding the ball, waiting until those last few seconds of the shot clock and throwing something up, instead, you remain aggressive. You know that ULM is in the bonus. They haven't been able to guard you inside as well. And Saversov will get a chance for 2 free points.
I say the hard way for Georgia Southern. Free throws have been an area that they are not leading in. Currently, now they are after the shot was made. They're now up by 2%, 78 to 76% from the line.
Higher than their season average at 66.
Saversov missed it, but he knew as soon as he went back up. Pinned by Harrison, and possession will stay with Southern. A timeout will be called by Georgia Southern, and Justin, back and forth we go. It's a 4-point lead.
Quick heads-up play by Saversov. Knew that he missed it, got back to it, but Harrison, the ability to get up and get a full paw on it, put it back out of bounds. Georgia Southern will have a chance to put themselves up even further.
Knowing the place and time, Harrison at 6'7", able to block the 6'7" Russian man, Andre Saversov. A battle of will, and the senior from Lubbock, Texas, wins that. So now situational basketball, Justin. 32 seconds on the clock. Georgia Southern with the possession. What do?
Hold the ball, shoot something late shot clock. You have to wait until those last, I'd say, 8 to 5 seconds to put it up, and then if you miss that, live with it, play defense, you're up by 4, so something crazy would have to happen for ULM to even tie it right now.
McCadden down low. Saversov finds McCadden, and McCadden will pick up a foul.
ULM fouls on number 13.
It'll be against
Thomas
Howell,
his fourth. Elijah McCadden at the line for the Eagles
McCadden at the
shooting
line.
2.
He's a perfect 6 for 6 from the charity stripe. Makes the first one.
Reaches in. The play of desperation, has really no choice. You can't let Georgia Southern get in deep into that shot clock. You only have 30 seconds left.
Substitution for the Eagles, checking in number 24, Prince Toyambi.
Lead now at 6. Georgia Southern trying to close out their final game here in Hanner on senior night. And a chance, of course, to play for the number 10 seed in the Sun Belt Conference Tournament. Gonzalez with a quick fire, missed it. The rebound by Brown. And for Kamari Brown, he has stepped up big. 21 points, 7 rebounds. The player of the game for Georgia Southern.
Pure focus from him just now. You didn't see, but this whole time, I stuck on Powell, not letting him leave his gaze. Watched him, ran with him all the way to the rim, and led him straight to where the ball was. Athleticism once again from Brown. You've seen it all season long.
Brown makes the second. Gonzalez is going to try and hurry. He'll launch one again, and that's short. Rebound kept in by Toyambi, and the Eagles are going to try and dribble out the clock. The foul from Howell will send Cobbs to the line.
13, Thomas Howell, his fifth.
And for Howell, that will be the end of his night. He finishes with 8 points and 6 rebounds and 5 fouls.
Checking in for the Warhawks, number 21, Luke Phillips.
Figure out.
Trey Cobbs at the line.
Cobbs misses the first. Lead remains at 7 with 11.2 to play. Cobbs makes the second. The lead now extends. Layup is good. The lead trimmed back to 6. And Georgia Southern is going to dribble this one out and hang on to win. And the Eagles are going to snap a 6-game losing streak and be awarded the 10th seed in the Sun Belt Conference Tournament down in